Hi, I'm CKX WhaleFan, and you're watching WhaleFan's Crease. Welcome to WhaleFan's Crease, and today we welcome Ristolainen from the Peterborough Petes, currently a prospect as a left defender. And many of you may be asking, yes, this is a player. I mistakenly messed this one up and thought that he was part of Peterborough's management team, but that one slipped my mind before I even thought about it. So anyways, we actually do have a CHL player with us today. So Ristolainen, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you've done in LG.
How's it going, everyone? Pretty much I've been playing LG for about 2 seasons now. This will be my second season. Last season was a little bit short for me. I joined about a couple weeks just before the playoffs for the Pittsburgh Rangers. Actually, WhaleFan was the game back at the time there. And now I'm currently on the LG Crease playing with Left. Very defense now. Hopefully on this season Crease.
So I know you guys are wrapping up week 2 in the CHL right now. Tell us a little bit about the good, bad, and ugly of the week for Peterborough.
Pretty much this week, it started off pretty good, and then it started dipping down quite a bit. We started off with 2 huge wins. I think it was 11-0 and 9-2, I believe. And then after that, we ended up losing to Flint and the North Bay Italian. Convincing lost there. Had back some bad this week. We ended up on 2 wins last night. 2 wins on Wednesday and Thursday.
I know Flint is one of the top teams in the OHL so far this season. I'm imagining the locker room was kind of a little bit, I guess you could say, disencouraged. Because I know that is one of the lower teams in the O. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about maybe what went on with that game?
We had a lot of problems a little bit with some ECUs and stuff like that. We had a couple players that weren't able to show for the game, so we had ECU pretty quickly actually helped miss before the game. But it just didn't go very well for us on the first 2 games. This is the bounce back. The locker room had a little bit left because we ended up doing pretty good.
How do you think your team is going to improve going into week 3? To keep that good record that you guys have going on. And entering before the show, they are currently 14-4.
Pretty much to keep going into week 3, our goal is basically to keep the team chemistry alive, keep our hopes pretty much not. We don't want our hopes down after those couple losses. Yeah, losses suck, but we just hope to bounce back pretty much. Going into week 3, we put a lot of squad together, and get some chemistry going. We'll take some big wins.
Now, this question more pertains to last season, what you, as a player, coming from a TC that was a little bit under 500 team, to a team that's now 10 games over 500, and you're on the active roster. So, obviously there's a lot of differences there, taking the leap to the actual CHL roster. You want to go into a little bit more detail about that?
Yeah, for sure. Going from a TC to a roster player is definitely a huge jump. Not only just that, just getting to a roster is a big deal. Is playing extra team. As TC player, I know some TCs don't feel that they're the most, I guess, wanted on a team. What you could say for some teams. But once you get to that active roster player, you stay active in the TC, all that good stuff. It's definitely a lot more fun to be able to active roster to get to that one extra game.
Into week 3 for Peterborough, this could be really any team if you want. What team do you really look forward to playing in the OHL?
I definitely look forward to playing the North Bay Italian. I think they're in first place right now, and that's from. I think that'll be one of our rivals this year. They beat us week 2, 4-2 or something like that. I think they're next play. And definitely one of our rivals.
In the CHL, every team does make the playoffs this season, as I'm sure many of you already know by now. Now, last season, going back again to Kitchener, you were on a TC where it was the last seed. We were playing the first seed. It was 8 versus 1. Now, as a TC player at that time, do you think it was more rougher to get playing time in the playoffs versus what it was in the regular season?
Definitely from the playoffs to the regular season, it's a huge jump. Playoffs are a lot more competitive, serious. Everyone's locked down, everything. Get those big ones. Definitely in TC, don't get down on yourself if you don't play in the playoffs. It's just what happens. You want to get to that final matchup and win that trophy.
Oh yeah, definitely. That Memorial Cup that's going to take a lot of energy out of people. Let me tell you. From the forums getting crazy at times, especially when the Q versus O went down. That was pretty interesting watching from a forums perspective. Now, let's go forward a little bit now into Peterborough. This season, you're going to be able to play in the playoffs, potentially as an active roster player. Do you feel like any added pressure from that now that you know you're probably going to be with them through the playoffs?
Yeah, for sure. It's anytime you're on active roster, I guess from TC, it does add that extra pressure. But basically, just have to take that pressure as motivation to play better and make those big plays, make those breakout passes, and all that good stuff. Pretty much take the team, go with the team, better and stuff like that.
Yeah. So obviously, it does end up, obviously chemistry does take away a majority of that pressure because I'm sure there's like 8 or 9 weeks really over the course of the next month and a half where you're really going to get to know your teammates and know where they're best at, and that's going to, I think it really lowers the pressure, even coming from your perspective. I mean, this is your second season as a prospect, because, I mean, you haven't reached that line where it's been like the 15 games. So, I mean, obviously that's another nice advantage getting into the CHL ice time. Anyways, any final thoughts going into week 3?
Not really in the week 3. I guess more into the future. Hoping for a good competitive playoffs going on. It's a month away or so. Definitely looking forward to that and seeing what season that's about it.
All right. And I'm sure this is a huge milestone. That came by surprise to me. You're actually going to be the first player in the CHL to get on WhaleFan's Crease in the oddest fashion possible. And somehow pass through the floodgates. That's probably a huge reward right there for you. As well, I should probably tell Tris to create an award for you there. You somehow passed the floodgates and got here, but it was definitely a great show. Obviously though, you did come from a TC last season, and it's good to know that you're taking a leap to an actual CHL roster and being able to really show what you got on a different team. So if you'd like to volunteer for the show, please send me a PM on the LG site, and I'll put you on the list of owners, GMs, and AGMs that want to come on the show and talk to the CHL. Next time on WhaleFan's Crease, we will have the Winter Spitfires on for their Week 2 analysis. That'll be Pastor Gaines. Hopefully Pastor Gaines will be able to make it and get that Schmeat 7. Will also be on, I believe that's his GM, to be on the show and hopefully answer some questions that I have for them going this season. And it should be an interesting episode, as being that that Pastor was the GM of the season. All right. From myself and Ristolainen, we'll see you next time on WhaleFan's Crease.